I'm talking about pruners and the things to look for in a design. This is a mid-quality to high-quality range of pruners. First one I will talk about is this one right here. I don't know what kind it is, but there are three flaws in this design. One, these blades are parallel, which means over time you can get a gap between the bottom edge and the cutting edge. Second flaw is the spring can come off when you're using it. Third flaw is this latch mechanism. When you use this thing, it can latch like that. See, I didn't do anything except turn it upside down, and with gravity that latch fell back in. That is a flaw in the design, and the biggest flaw in this design. So you don't want a pair of pruners with that latch unless you take that latch off or something. Second one I will talk about is this kind. This is a Fiskars EA1219. This one's got one of the same problems as a parallel blade, which can create a gap after a while. This is a somewhat good design. Now, it is possible for this thing to lock on its way down, but it's not doing that right now. So that's not a problem right now. The good thing is the spring is internal, so we don't have to worry about that coming off while we're using it. Third one I'm going to talk about is this Bond Pruners. This is a mid-quality. We've got a pretty good latch here. You have to deliberately latch that closed. So that's a good design. But we still have the parallel place where we can have a gap. Now we have a special spring here that does not come off while you're using it. See there? There I'm actually pulling it. It's pulling the handle with it. It's a very good spring design. Third one I'm going to talk about. This is a Ames 23-185. And this has been a good pruner. Now the handles have come off over time, and that's not hard to stick back on. Now this design, we have a latch. If we pull it down like this, sometimes that latch can fall back down. It's not doing that right now, but it has done that before. You have an internal spring mechanism so it doesn't come off. And we do not have a parallel blade. If you can see there, we have a large backstop where this thing comes straight down. So we don't have a gap. It's going to cut whatever you try to cut. up to a certain size. Now this one you may have seen in my tools video. This is a good design. We got a latch here, which I had to modify it to make it work. And this one's tougher than the Ames. It's a Fiskars. And we have a flat backstop to it. A flat edge. As you can see right there. A very well designed one. This one's rusty because I've used it a lot and it's been out in the rain. But there's no parallel. It's solid. This is my favorite of all the Pruners because it's the best design.